What's up, YouTube? Your boy JD coming back at you here with a another video about this awesome plane here, the ZOHD Alpha Strike. And I believe we're gonna go ahead and call this video "My Truth About the ZOHD Alpha Strike." You guys know the specs for this particular plane. I have flown it 5 different flights with it. The first 2 flights was with a line pack, 21,700 cells, 5,000 milliamp 4S. These particular cells can handle a constant 10 ounce. And the plane flew absolutely great with it. Give or take, you know, the plane, you can slow this plane down and cruise it if you want to at a lower speed. You can have it at, give or take, 4 or 5 amps and run still almost 45 miles per hour in this plane and just fly for the longest. I haven't flew it all the way down to the complete end of the voltage on the line pack, but I've flown this plane for about 30 minutes and still could have easily kept going, to say the least. But again, I know ZOHD, they didn't design this plane for that. So I went ahead and I made me a high C pack, lipo, to be able to fly this dude on. And no, you don't have to have that to fly this plane. Well, just in my case, as you can see, I got 1 million batteries down there, but none of them will fit in this plane. They're either too big or too small, one or the other. So I had to make myself a high C rate pack to be able to fly it at the higher throttles, higher amps and everything. And that's what I've been doing on the past 3 flights. And today I went out with my new rates that I put off in it. And kudos to Mark Hoffman, Viper FPV, and also Painless 360. These 3 guys, they let me know what rates they was using, the rates they got from Autotune. And I went with their recommendations to put in this plane, and it worked out great, which I didn't put exactly what they did because I didn't want mine to be able to turn like 2 revolutions within a second. And that's, if you watch Panda 360 video, you'll see him doing that in it with the settings that he used. But the settings that I come up with for this plane, I feel is good for my needs. It'll do a roll quick enough. The elevator, I still need to work on that a little bit. Might want to bump that up just a couple of notches. But again, though, it's flying good and it's absolutely amazing. Got auto lunch working well with this plane to where I don't have to cancel auto lunch because of the torque roll. And it was just all about just tweaking the settings around in iNav to where once you toss it, you know, it's still going to torque roll, but now the flight controller has enough control over itself, over the plane, to where to compensate, catch itself, and fly straight out. So with this plane, the biggest question a lot of people keep asking me, and I hear about, is it beginner friendly? If you set this plane up correctly in iNav, yes, it will be beginner friendly for it. You don't have to fly it at the speeds it can do. I mean, it's like having a Lamborghini, you know. Because it's a Lamborghini don't mean you're going to be running around the whole time 150, 180 miles per hour in it. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. You can build your way up to those speeds to where you're comfortable. But other than that, you know, the plane, it flies good, no crazy tendencies. Yes, you do need that 3 millimeters of reflex in it on lunch. But what I discovered today, though, once you're flying at those high speeds like that, you don't need that 3 millimeter worth of reflex. You can take it out. But here's the kicker part about iNav, though. If you do iNav, if you do the correct steps through iNav with auto trim and all that stuff in it, the trim is going to be thrown off when you take the reflex out. So just keep that in mind. If you do decide to fly this with the reflex out, once it's in the air, you can dial the reflex down and lay it flat, and the plane will just go straight. It won't sink down, it won't go up if you got the speed up on it. I did not try this at a lower speed. But with that being said, though, I love it. The plane is awesome. It's fast. It's most definitely, it has cured my craving for speed, as you guys are about to see in this video here. And I had to give it a thumbs up, dudes. I have to give this one a thumbs up. This is a very unique model. The winds today were pretty, yeah, it was a little bit gusty a little bit. We weren't too bad. It was like almost a 10-mile-per-hour gust today, but the plane still, it cuts through the wind like butter. I guess just because of the design of it and the absolute speed that it carries behind it. But I'm not going to try to hold you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys me flying it on the high seat pack today. Pretty much running it almost wide open. I never did really fly at full throttle. Because once I seen 100, it was like, oh man, me dial back, you know? To at least to be able to enjoy the flight a little bit longer. But still, it wasn't just killing the battery at all. I mean, as you see in the video, the high seat pack I made, it wasn't sagging much at all. And the plane was just, it was hauling butt. And in this video, I think I only flew for like 8 minutes or so, maybe 9 minutes. I could have easily kept flying on that pack. I would safely say probably, give or take 15 minutes. But this was, like I said, a high seat pack that I made. It was a 4S, basically 2600 milliamp pack at a 90C rating. And that's the scoop on that. But yeah, this good plane. I like it. Love the design of it. Again, everything, I'll show you guys again, it's still set up the same. I haven't changed anything out on it. Everything is still the exact same. And everything is holding up well. So, like I said, you know, if you dudes want this plane, don't be hesitant. Get it. You will love it. But just be prepared for that speed. Simple as that. If you give it a high throttle, it's going to go. It's just simple as that. Simple as that. You know what I mean? And as far as I've seen some other people, which I don't know. I'm not going to get off into that to be salty towards nobody, stirring no drama or nothing. But some of the people that has gotten this plane to do reviews on and so on and so forth, those guys, apparently they didn't set the plane up right, or they just don't know what they're doing. To say the least, you know, I seen one guy, he destroyed it. He couldn't even get it off the ground. And he faulted the plane for it, talking about the reflex, this, here, and that. And it's like, hell, you know, it's tons of planes that require reflex on launch. So this is no difference, you know? But anyway, we're not going to get into all that stuff. But I like the plane. I think it's great. It's actually got me to where I just redid the mini drag, but this is so much more funner, running off of less milliamps, flying faster, and flying longer than I can with my mini drag. So that guy may continue to sit on the bench. I may end up taking his guts out to put it into something else, because this is amazing, y'all. This is amazing. And everything that I said from the very first couple of videos I did, this is a unique model, and I have not flown anything quite like it to this day. And I've been flying planes, RC planes, for at least, golly, almost 15 years now. But anyway, we'll go ahead and dive into the video footage. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out.